Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So this morning I'm back to my old hide. Here she is here. This is where I photograph the buzzards normally, out on this grass. That's the perch I normally use for them. But I'm going to use it to photograph some birds today. Some small birds, hopefully a robin or a blue tit. I've just went for a walk around this bit of woodland and I found some nice perches. Nice bit of moss on them. Nice tin branch for a small bird. But the reason I'm over is because I got a new camera and I'm dying to test it out. And I don't have too much time today, so I decided to come here and set up these perches and the feeders quite promptly. But I normally feed the birds at the hide here in these feeders, but these all ran empty 2 days ago, so I did that deliberately so that when I come back now and set up the perches and the feeders out there, hopefully the birds will come flying in. Get the perches all set up first, then put the food on, and then I'll get all set up here and I'll show you guys the new camera and the new setup and what I'm using. So I'm going to put the GoPro down, get this out here and show you guys how I set up these perches and feeders. So here's the setup for the birds. It's just a bucket. You see down here, just a bucket with cement, half filled with cement, all dried obviously, with a bit of 4x2 treated so it doesn't rot coming up out of it. And I just drilled some holes, put some cable ties around it, just so I can feed the branches kind of in and out, just to have them steady. A bit of insulated tape just to go wrap around them, get them nice and secure. And then bird feeders, just feed them down through the sticks. I could drill holes in the wood and have the bird feeders hanging from it, but when I'm dealing with birds and animals, I don't like to use nails or screws. I just don't want anything sharp or metal for them to, just harm themselves or cut their wing or do anything like that. So I stay away from nails and screws. But yeah, that's all set up now. Hopefully the birds will come in. About an hour and a half sit over here, so hopefully a robin or something might land up here, so I can get used to the new camera. So I'm going to show you guys the new camera now. I'm going to get in under the shade. Right, so anyone that's watches my channel and follows myself, they'll know I use this for everything. My trusty Nikon D7500, but got a new camera. So this is the new bad boy, Nikon Z6 II, mirrorless, full frame, up to 14 frames a second. Just an overall beast. So I was due an upgrade, so I said, may as well splash out, go mirrorless, and I got the battery pack as well to go with it. I didn't really need the battery pack. I just wanted it for aesthetics, really. I could easily change out the battery whenever I want, but I really wanted it for the extra grip, because the Z6 II is quite small camera, and just to get a good grip at it, these bottom two fingers were missing out, and I'd just be a bit weary. So I got that for the better grip, the statics as well. I think it just looks like a beast when you put on the battery grip. So that's the new camera. Because it's mirrorless, I had to get the adapter to go with it to use the non-mirrorless lenses, because I'll still be using my Sigma 150 to 600. I don't think I'll ever part with this until it breaks on me, and then when it does break, I'd probably go for the sports version. But yeah, so that's the rant over. I want to get into this hide now, because I'm dying. I haven't even taken a photo yet with this, and I've had it a week. I've just been so busy. So I'm going to get in here now. I don't care what lands on the perch. I just want to take some photos with this and see how it goes. I've been messing with the settings at home, and obviously the number one thing I wanted it for was the mirrorless, for the silent shutter. So when I take photos, you don't have that anymore. That's with my old camera. This, it's dead silent. So so many situations when I was photographing, foxes and buzzards, and so many different situations. Subject has come up. I started taking photos, and then they're gone. So you have to really just wait for the right moment. But with this, I'm going to have so many, better opportunities with the silent shutter. Silent shutter? Silent shutter. I'm going to stop ranting on. I need to get in here, because I talk for days. That away. I actually want to get set up here. Now I'm all set up in here now. You just might notice, anyone that watched my last buzzard film, I put in a door. I never had a door. I always had just the waterproof sheet hanging down over. But I decided to put a door in, and I put a new shelf up here, and I got a new chair, and I just did a bit of I added a bit more camouflage to the outside, and just spruced the place up a bit since last year. But yeah, I'm all set up. I'm going to shoot on aperture priority, and I'll show you what I'm going to use for settings wise. So I'm on aperture priority. Need to bring that ISO down 500. There's so many different autofocus settings on this compared to my 7500. One big thing is you have auto area IF for animals and people, so that tracks the eyes of the animal or the person, and then you have kind of you have wide area AF for people and for animals as well. So I can't wait to try get some use out of that. I'm going to use a dynamic area AF and see how that fares out. So I'm shooting in RAW as always. I have on the highest frames per second it can go, and yeah, aperture priority, dynamic area AF on, and just sit and wait. But so it has the, obviously it's mirrorless, so the shutter can be dead silent, or you can have sound on, so it sounds like this when you have it on. Still so quiet. It's more of like a hum, or you can turn it off completely and just have it dead silent. So the likes of photographing real skittish animals like foxes and badgers, and you know, the buzzards and owls and anything like that, it's going to be very handy. I can't wait to get used out of that silent shutter. But for these small birds, it's fine. The light keeps changing. It's cloudy, so it keeps getting really harsh, and then it goes really dull. So I'm just keep adjusting my ISO up and down just to compensate for that. But yeah, I'm all set up in here now, about 15-20 minutes. So no sign of any birds yet. So I'm just going to sit and wait, and hopefully something will show up. I don't care what shows up. I just want to photograph some birds with the new camera. So let's pray something shows up. Ooh, birds are after having a feeding frenzy. There was grey tit, blue tits, the female blackbird, and 2 robins as well. I'm after getting photos of all of them. This camera is just so quick at reacting, and the focus is just, it's so quick. I'm not getting any footage because I'm not too fussed on getting footage. I just want to get some images with this. Oh, got some great luck there. Good few birds came down. There was the blue tit and the blackbird, female blackbird, and there was robins, and yeah, the blue tits and the grey tits as well. And there was a chaffinch that came in as well. So quite common birds, but it was nice to get used to the new camera. Absolutely love this camera. Just after this 2-hour session, autofocus is great. Small, fast moving birds in low light, because the perches are in the shade, and all the light is in the background. Camera had no problem with the Sigma lens picking up the bird and focusing on the eye, but can't 100% confirm that until I get the images home on the laptop. But overall, chuffed. Let me show you some of the images I got Got some nice ones, I think. I'll show you here. So there's a chaffinch. Got some nice ones of the chaffinch. You can see his head. He has an infection or something, and he's losing the hair on the top of his head. A bit like myself, but I feel his pain. I got some nice ones of the chaffinch. See, you can see it there. Looks like the top of his head is missing, but it's all the feathers. He's losing them. And then that was the grey tit. So the grey tit came in, landed up there. Got some nice shots of him. And there's now a wasp in the hide. Oh, get out. Go on. Go on. Is it a wasp or a honeybee? It's a wasp. Oh. Out. Okay, the wasp is gone. Right. Where was I? Yeah, so the grey tit came in, and then the robin. So the robin came in as well. Got some nice photos of the robin up there. So there's one here somewhere of the blue tit on top of that perch in the rain. Here it is. Yeah, that one's nice and sharp. So he's just up on top of that mossy perch with the rain in the background. Absolutely love that photo. And then the female blackbird, nice and sharp, came in. He's a bit too full in the frame, but I didn't have time to zoom out, so I didn't want to spook him off. But I love that photo. Really like that one. And then the robin as well. So the robin came in, and it was just lightly, a little bit of rain. And he was up on that perch there. That's a nice image. I like that one. So, overall, chuffed with my little 2-hour session. Can't complain. So, I'm going to call it a wrap now, because I have to shoot off. Just really wanted to come out and test out the camera. I'm over the moon with it. In a few days, I'm going to get a bit better use out of it. But for today, I'm happy. So, oh, robin. Oh, I got him. Oh, that's a nice one, actually. Let me show you. Yeah. I keep thinking I'm not fully zoomed in, that I'm not 600mm. It's because it's a full frame camera. I'm losing that bit of reach. But yeah, I always keep thinking I'm not out at 600mm when I am. It's just that it's a full frame. But yeah. Right guys, I'm going to shoot. Thanks for watching. I'll be putting those images over on the Instagram anyway, as always. And sure, thanks for watching guys. And sure, I'll see you on my next one.